Hello, Vod. Hello, Cyrus. Hello, Jus. Hello, Zoo. Hello, Tixta. How's it going today? How's everyone doing? Uh, Pre-roll ads lasted so long you turned your camera on. So I roll my 3 minute ad before everyone gets on, and then hopefully that gives us like an hour. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Hello, perfect timing. How's everyone doing today? So, I had a very successful, very lovely trip to the New River Gorge with my friends, and yeah, I mean, I had a perfect time. Very fantastic, like deep water soloing, paddle boarding, sport climbing, swimming, just relaxing. I read the entirety of Dune. Yes, it was a good book. So yeah, I mean, I've had a great time, and I crafted out some stuff when I got back just to make sure that I wasn't wasting any time. Currently, the only thing that is killing us is universium costs, but here, if you look here, we've got all of the Stargate frame parts, all of the plates, the core crystals that we need, and I think this is a little over half the Stargate chevrons we need. So I think we need 202 of these. And the only thing we're missing is a small, small modicum of universium. So today what we're going to do is I am going to do some crafting of Stargate blocks. And after that, I am going to go around my base and find every little thing, every little detail that I think should be like fixed or tweaked or the build needs to look just a little bit better. Before we ship the Stargate world and call it quits and call it for the series. And that's what I'm going to go after today. So there's going to be a little bit of like, just building and stuff and hanging out. And I hope you guys have fun with all of that today. How is everybody doing today? Let's see. Everything seems to be in order. Let's go check on our energy reserves. Yeah, we've got E22, which is 13 sextillion energy, which is a lot. We're like so golden on energy. We're so good. And I'm sure everything else seems to be in order. I might as well check on my ore processing, which is doing just fine. We have an excess of Tiberium, but really not that worth my while. China is losing to North America in League of all things. That's crazy. Watching Flyverse BLG League right now. It's been years since I've seen NA perform. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. You two are on the same wavelength like that. Let's see, 39G of tier 8, tier 7 we don't need, tier 5 we don't need, 21G, 20. Yeah, I mean, dude, everything is just chilling. So I think, without further ado, I do want to put some of my Stargate parts to use. Maybe we'll take a second, actually fly around, check on the state of all my buildings, and make sure there's nothing that's like out of order completely. Hello, Annie. How are you doing today? I have been working on the perimeter wall, and we're almost all the way around. I know what I want to work on actually. Stargate portal area, fix roads, add some buildings, maybe add on to the Godforge area. That all checks out. How are you doing, Annie? I actually do not watch League at all, and I've never played League. I was a Dota kid. I had like a 65% win rate on techies way back when it was like the most troll character in the game. So basically, this character played like no other character, and what you would do is you would sit around in the back of the map, let your entire team play the game except you don't do anything. You sit around and generate mana to lay bombs in different positions on the map, like invisible bombs, and you would just sit there and lay piles of bombs for the entirety of the game. And slowly, like you would just make sure that the enemy team was always cautious, and you would troll the fuck out of them. Like there's like a set of remote detonatable bombs that you can put in specific spots and then detonate it on a trigger. And oh my god, that was so fun to just get in people's heads and just ruin them. And I miss that, but I will never play Dota again because I'm mentally well now. Okay, so I did want to do some stuff here. Let's see. I do want to like actually finalize this building, and I have ideas on how I would do it. So I'm gonna go in here. And Annie, I'm doing well. I had a fantastic session at the new. If anyone is interested, I have just added a 9 IRL section to my server. It has some really cool pictures of me at the new. So I don't know if you're interested in something like that. It is there. Okay, so I want to do some like crossbeam shit, roof tiles. I think we'll start one above here. 9 thirst traps was not on my bingo for this month. Dude, I gotta pay the bills somehow, man. I gotta pay the bills somehow, 3. How are you doing, Eric? Speaking of Eric, I don't know if it's secret or not because you did put out the survey. Eric, if you want to put out that Family Feud survey for my viewers, I'm sure they'd be all over that. Why is my download speed at 700 kilobytes per second? That's slow, right? Yeah, I did just government name drop Eric. Sorry, Eric. Although I think that's public knowledge, right? Alright, I am using Matter Manipulator to its fullest. I can run faster than 700 KB second. Okay, that's some crazy work right there. I can run faster than... That's funny. Okay, I think I'll cut this off like here. Set mode geometry. Pop that in. Why does it always change? Every time I click, it like changes where the box is, and that is the one thing about Matter Manipulator that just annoys the hell out of me. As soon as that's fixed, I feel like it's golden. I think it has to do with the fact that I wear Ring of Loki 24/7, or Far Reach probably. But I'm already gonna have to sit through like 250 plus responses. Oh no. Everybody, I need you guys to like flood that survey so like Eric just has the worst time ever. I think that would be funny as hell. Oh my god, Flip X. Thank you for the follow, Harvey the Cheater. Whoa, Harvey the Cheater. That is a specific name, my friend. Are you a GTNH player? And how far have you been? I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this beam here. I think it would probably be the smartest to just do something like this. Hmm. I'm not used to people calling me my first name. Okay. I will call you 3 then, as makes you comfortable. Okay, I have like some ideas, but I'm not really sure how I want to implement this. Maybe I do something like this, and then I do mark copy, bring it up to here, and then mark paste this right here. Edit transform reset, set mode, remove none. So it'll keep the glass window. Oh, okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. A different 3? Yeah, this is a different 3. Threefold has been here before. Back in LUV, he did explode. He helped me explode my gendustry area, my B area. There's a clip of that somewhere. It's really funny. That was good times. I liked that. This isn't really hitting the way I want it to. Something about these pillars is not doing it for me. But I'm not sure if I can execute exactly what I'm after anyway. Hello, everybody. Real Slothy, how's IRLing going? I recently tried it and got addicted. Good. I mean, it was really fun to catch up with all my friends and go to the new and climb and stuff. Like I got to climb some really, really cool climbs. Apollo Reed, Narcissus, just some like really classic stuff that is good for a reason. And there are people out there who are like, oh, that's overrated. Like, fuck that. Like, yada yada. But who cares if it's overrated? It was fun as hell. So I'm happy that I got to experience it. Okay, let's try this. And hello, Hutch. How's it going? Grandpa Hutch. Speak of 3 and Hutch shall arrive. You know, actually, I like this a lot better. How are you doing, my friend? And hello, Salt. Oh, I miss everybody. This is gonna be... I'm gonna need to find a game quickly as soon as I finish this playthrough. It won't be the same. Finn is adding, and I quote, automation tumors to the God Forge. Does he know? Does he know that there's wireless? That's a crazy statement. Yeah, I wirelessed anything that required like actual automation, like QGP and the other one you can do pretty like close by, but it doesn't need to be like on top of things. I was actually waiting for your stream, but Twitch never updated. Oh no. Well, here I am. And how are you then? I hope you're well. It's been a while. I haven't been able to catch up with a lot of streams. I've been like working on getting a job. Sorry to tell all you guys this. Sorry to jump scare you with that. I've got some ideas lined up, but we'll see what happens. It's mostly been the music stuff that I've been working on. And hello, Shirasaku. How's it going, my friend? How are you? Are you a GTNH player, I assume? Alright, we mark copy here. I guess I could just... Let me finish this side before I do the whole copy paste thing. Alright. Mark paste. Perfect. Close. Yeah, let me find this Y value and just skate across. And then I remove this, and then it's perfect. I'm doing okay. I haven't been as active with streams due to real life work and such. I will say, I started another playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 during my offline time and have been vibing. I've actually heard of that game. I don't know why. Is it like a JRPG? I feel like I used to play Destiny, and there's a YouTuber named Dado who I feel like made a review of Xenoblade Chronicles, which was a weird, unexpected thing I feel like for his channel. I'm gonna transform flip X. Okay, this reminds me of a specific bridge that I'm trying to emulate right here. Um, but yes, if you check my 9 IRL, there's a very cool photo of me on said specific bridge that I'm trying to emulate. Okay, there we go. That's locked in. That's pretty cool. So we just need to update everything else to the standard of this. Each Xenoblade is a different side of the overall story. Huh, cool. But they're all connected. I like that. So like a connected universe, like a Skyrim almost. I don't know if that's like a totally inappropriate comparison, but yeah. Speaking of which, chat, we need to find some funny ass games for me to play. Like I feel like Skyrim would be just funny for me to play just based on the fact that I don't think I would make sense playing Skyrim, and therefore it would be really funny if I played Skyrim. You know what I mean? Alright, we do that. Set mode, copying, mark copy. Actually, I should copy from here. Honestly, Balloons TD6, I don't think I can stream that, Annie. I feel like that's a streamer trap right there. Who is watching Balloons TD6 streams? Hello, Harvey Cheater. Hey, Nine, for some reason I wasn't able to chat on my phone. Well, I'm glad you're here, my friend. How are you today? Balloons TD content would go so hard. Okay, you know what? If enough people like knock on my stream or pop into my Discord and go, I want Balloons TD6 content, I legitimately will give it a try. But I that's kind of crazy. All right, let's pop this in. Matter Manipulator is carrying as always. It's a good ass game regardless, and it's like $1. Yeah, I mean, I love those games. Like Kingdom Rush is one of those old games that I used to play that I love dearly. I still have a copy. Like I bought it on Steam for like $1, and it's so hype. It's just like a turn your brain off game, you know? Balloons 4 HD was the best. Hello, Sethanel. How's it going? I unfortunately do not know the balloons lore. I was never hip to that. So here's what I'm wondering. Do you think it would be cool if I did like that maybe? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? Like, is that cool or is that like mid? Also, will it copy and paste all these settings, or am I gonna have to like hand blow dry all of these catwalks? Hand blow dries. I'm proud of that one. I came up with that on the spot, frankly. Oh my gosh, I'm being asked to dink. I totally forgot. Cheers. Harv says, I wanted to say that I just started a few days ago, and I'm building all the Steam multi-blocks to start getting into LV. You started a few days ago and you already have all the Steam multi-blocks? That is insane. That is some commitment right there. I think you're gonna fit right in. That's some hard work. When is the Stargate Farm 9? Actually, now that everyone's here, I guess we should do some Stargate progress. I can show you guys all where I'm at with that. And then I will continue this on my own. I'm actually really liking this design here though. But basically, this area leads to the Stargate portal area that we will be working on today. This is like closely mirroring the portal that's in Tron, right? The place my base is so based off of, right? This is the end of the movie where Clue and all of them are like showing like down for the final bit, and this is the portal back to the real world. Let me check up Cat. Old man here, Cat, chat. Wondering what Balloons is. Balloons is like a little tower defense game. It's something like you're supposed to turn your brain off and just like play, which is why I think it would be a really funny stream option because for me, that game is like full arcade relaxation and it has, I don't know, maybe you guys are here for me. I don't know if I could be entertaining enough while playing that game though. Yeah, it's like monkeys versus balloons. That's literally it. All right, so here's the current Stargate state. We've got all of this stuff. I'm actually going to move this pattern for the Stargate ring block. We're going to make exactly 46 Stargate rings. What am I doing, chat? There we go. Let me hide my camera real quick to show all the stuff that we have left. So we've got the Stargate bases, 30 Stargate chevron blocks, including 16 that go into the actual base like craft, so 8 per, which leaves us with 14 chevron blocks that will be used in the structure. That requires 30 Stargate ring blocks, and then we need 16 of these to make 2 gates, as well as 2 chevron upgrades, and like these are the last things that we need to put off. So I'm going to craft all of the Stargate ring blocks, which we should have plenty of stuff to do. And I'm wondering now, because for some reason we have like thousands of frame parts. Oh, they go into the chevron upgrades. Okay, okay. I was wondering where all those were headed to. But yeah, that's where we're at. Have you made all of the Eye of Harmony parts for it? Yep, yep. I made all of the plates, which required all these Gallifreyan stabilization field generators. So like the hardest part is out of the way. The rest of this is just coasting and waiting for Universium. And I only have so much left, actually. I think I need only 202 more chevrons. And I am quickly approaching the amount of Universium we need. So 38 million left. And yeah, we're chilling. We are bing chilling. Okay, let's move this recipe to an actual automated crafting table. A dire crafting table, if you will. Let's see, anyone open? Let's pop you in here. And then pop this recipe here. So we need exactly 46 of these. I don't know what this is crafting. I'm assuming this is dark matter. Oof. Oh man. That was a voice crack. Dark matter is what we're after. I don't even know what the crafting recipe for this is. It's some like crazy shit though. Star fuel, dark matter. Yeah, this is the problem. The star fuel. Okay, I mean, now that that's going, we'll just watch this print, I suppose, and we're golden. And then I can take that off of my bookmark as soon as that prints out. Hello, Ruby, how's it going? And, oh, I don't know about Elden Ring. We gave that a try. I don't know if I'm enamored with it off the bat. I do want to try Celeste and some other stuff, though. Gotta get some good ideas. Elden Ring PC boom incident. Yeah, actually, I do need to buy new fans for my PC because I think what that was an overheat. Um, and I only have three really, really old fans. And I think if I buy like four fans that I can put in strategic locations, like a front exhaust, sorry, a front pull, like a side pull, and then two back top exhausts, I should be good. But yeah, my current situation with fans is just not good. Should check out Crosscode. Okay, okay. What is Crosscode like? Just getting outfits ready for a rave this weekend. Damn. Damn. Oh, also another thing I want to make is a chevron upgrade, which should actually be pretty free. And this could complete two of our quests. The first one I want to do by hand because we're like that. Let's see if I can remember this. This is like, there's no way, right? From here to here, -1 off the top and bottom. This is just there for some reason. Two emitters, two sensors, four of these. Pistons between each of the top. Dude, this is a crazy recipe. What? Okay. All right. Can 9 do this? Can 9 do this? Oh, fuck. I think I've already fucked up. Wait, wait, wait. This and then this. Oh shit. Where did these go? Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh no, it's so chalked. I don't remember. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hubris, but I actually did it. Dude, I feel like one of those monkeys that just did like a little puzzle. I feel like I need a neuron activator. A little treat for that. Oh my gosh. Little Stargate chevron. I did not turn on my shaders fast enough for that. There we go. We got that. Stargate ring. I might be able to make enough chevrons, but probably not enough for 7 chevron blocks. Okay, now that we've made our first though, let's move this to like an auto crafting table because I don't want to math this out myself. Got to be precise. So I think the plan currently, chat, is my final stream on the grid is going to be on Friday or Saturday, and I'm leaning toward Friday currently. And what we'll do is we're gonna go through and take screenshots of all of our stuff that we've made, like all of the machine processing that we've done, and write down all of the different machines and how many of them we use to get the gate. So for example, like one thing would be counting all of these, which I don't remember, but I think we have exactly 64 of these because it's 4 times 4 times 4. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And yeah, we would say 64 of them at how many amps UXV? God only knows. Someone else knows Crosscode. It's a puzzle action RPG. I've been following it since alpha. It's really fun. I might give that a try. We'll see. Let's see how I feel. And then this is going. We've made a couple of the ring blocks. Let's go get somewhere scenic real quick and then pick up the rest. I think we have enough Stargate ring blocks to trigger the quest, yeah. Doom, 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 doom. I've been keeping an eye on Crosscode. Hit C NYC is coming up. I can't wait for the ISO X. What the heck? Dude, that is a lot of words that I don't know. All I know is K Tronada. That's the only any music that I know. A music major here. Okay, let's grab these. Take a little screeny. So that is our first couple of, well, actually, we've already done this before, but this is our first Stargate worth of these ring blocks. And we can actually make a beacon out of it, I think. I don't know why that these are beaconable. I think someone like programmed it in specifically so that way people would flex. But that's funny to me. Oh my gosh. And Annie with the Prime sub. 6 months, currently on a 6 month streak. That is half a year, gang, as Annie says. Why did I say it with so much sass? That's crazy. Okay. Let's keep working on the portal area for a little bit. Head in the Clouds is a festival? I kind of figured as much. I just don't recognize any of the names. One of these days I'll maybe go to a rave. I don't know. It's never been my gig. Although I want to say, if there's like some type of like dark ass nightclub, that's kind of more my vibe. Somewhere where I can act all mysterious and shit and just sit in the corner like the on the spectrum person I am. So fresh. Edit transform. Copy paste. Goodbye. Get a little bit of depth by adding a. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I always fuck myself with stack mode. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's how I thought I'd be, but I'm the opposite of my personality at shows. We love some self-discovery. That is fire, Ruby. I love that. I I think I know this for myself at this point, but I honestly, because I haven't been to a rave or anything similar, I know that I should actually like confirm it to be fact before I like totally give up on that idea. That's just me at the club, sit back, enjoy the music, sip my drink, and watch other people act like idiots. Damn, we roasting people at the club today. Okay, and then we need a roof for this, which I have some ideas. Okay, that's glass. That is glass. I think I want to add something like that arches up the wall. Maybe scaffolding? Yeah, I do apologize. Well, actually, I don't apologize. My inclination is to apologize to you, chat, because today I'm not actually doing much progression. I will just mostly be hanging out, and I'm going to be building shit. So that way I'm happy with my world when I lease it for a world download. Oh my god, that was not even English. When I release it for a world download. So, but the logical being in me tells me that you guys are here just to hang out with me, and it doesn't matter if I'm doing progression or not. So that's my read. That's what I say. Roach wants to aura farm at the club. Holy shit. Okay, wait. There is a cylinder mode, and I've been wanting to try this. Okay, wait. This may not work the way I think it does. Let me do some. So I want this chunk. So we're gonna do from here, and then it goes inside the bounds. So maybe we go one block out here. I don't know how to make this square though, necessarily. Maybe I could just eyeball it for now. That looks like relatively square, chat, right? Ooh, I don't know how to make it hollow. Set shape, sphere, set mode, geometry, set edges. Ooh, wait, I have it. Okay. Select blocks, set all air, set edges, this. What does that do? Okay, that's not what I wanted at all. Let me try that one more time. Select blocks, set faces, no. Set edges, this. Chat, I just don't think that works. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looks like I'm eyeballing this one. Hello, Spear of Heaven. Thank you for the follow. How are you today, my friend? Set mode, geometry, set shape, cube. Bethesda quality, it just works. Dude, what if I wanted to get a job at Bethesda Games, bro? That's geometry, select block, set all, this. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna eyeball it at this point. I'm a pretty good eyeballer. I'm good. I'm gonna go bang my head against concrete for my first ever BBF. That is one way to say it. And yes, the first ever BBF. So actually, my friend Leaf and I have gotten back in contact after a while. He was the person I started this run with, and he's starting another run with his friends. And I'll just be joining for fun. But he was talking to me about how early game is kind of prohibitively annoying, and most people don't get to experience some of the most interesting parts of the pack because of how prohibitively annoying early game is. And that's what he was telling me, right? And I'm inclined to agree with that read. I don't know if I would change anything about Gregtech, given that it like has its cult status for a reason, right? It's prohibitively hard, and that makes it unique. Um, so I don't like I'm on the fence if I would ever change such a feature, but it is certainly how the game plays. You know what I mean? It's how the cookie crumbles. I was curious to hear what the general chat would think of that. We might actually get something complete on arrival. You should play Hypixel Skyblock, 10 hours of mining. What if we what if you combined the useless time sync of Destiny, OSRS, and GTNH? I think you would find the worst people in the world. It's mostly the Destiny players, honestly. And you know what's funny? Leaf and I met by playing Destiny. So speaking of time sync games, that's hilarious that you bring that up. It is annoying, but it's part of GTNH's charm. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I would ever be like, I would ever personally change such a thing or lobby for that. But I do acknowledge that so many players are lost because of how prohibitively hard early game is and how much of a time sink it is. And I wonder, like, in a different situation, would it be beneficial to change that for the life of the game, and so we can get more dev support and like player count and stuff like that. But then again, like that's just a thing. That's just the thing you'll have to live with this type of game. It's never for everybody. Oh my lag. Okay, flip X. You know what, chat? I think that looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am fairly happy with that. I think we need to do something with this like long haul maybe. But I'm gonna draft that on my own time. And then I really love this actually. Maybe we can add some some bits. Let's just copy and paste this though. Shoot me down, don't shoot me down. I think I'll copy from here and then copy this. And then when I paste here, that works. And yep, I'm gonna have to go in and lobotomize each one of these gates on its own, but that's okay. That's something I'll do on my own time, chat. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste this to the opposite side, and I'm gonna use this as an anchor because it's probably a little bit easier. Copy this, edit transform reset, edit stack reset. Jenkins978 says, I personally think the early game grind makes the later game automation feel worth it. Now that is absolutely true. And that's one of the things that's special about GTNH relative to other mod packs is the things you make actually feel like they make a difference in the way you play. And you know what? I hadn't thought about that as like precisely as you put it, I think. And that's absolutely true. Like every single thing that you do, that you unlock until like UMV, just makes you like appreciate that you made progress to get to it, because the amount of energy that you put into like getting there was super high. Like I know exactly what you mean. Quick question, Nine. How did you start building the grid? Like what were your initial plans? And how did you get the style down? Oh my gosh, well that's a question. Let's see something. We're gonna go on a little journey. I don't even know if there's a lot to scroll here. Let me I'm gonna show you guys a specific channel in my Discord that, let's see, display capture. Here we go. So this is my grid progress documentation channel, showing all of like a screenshot and a little blurb of something that I did every stream. And I'm gonna show you the very beginning. And this was like, oh my god, when was this? September 9th of 2024. This is nearly a whole year ago. And I wrote idea for PDIM, and that was it. This is my image, the idea for the personal dimension. And here's how we started, with a fully bedrock personal dimension like anyone else has. And slowly, I made this hexagon with benzene and AE2. You can see this is the base, like this little rotunda area is the basis for the main tower, actually. We slowly work our way up with magic, and I got shaders working with the help of Samsa's Discord and drafted an idea for the main building. We had some floor height debacles and I had to reset everything. But yeah, it was like a long lot of progress, a lot of slow building. We really put our whole heart into this world for a whole year. But yeah, I'll turn off display capture real quick and switch to this. I love how things from previous tiers become increasingly easier to get as you progress. I also like that. Anything past Ivy isn't Minecraft anymore. Anything past ZPM is no longer a game. It's a logistical masterpiece. Now that is crazy. I wish handling fluids was a bit easier pre-advanced stocking hatch. I hate cell crafting. It's single block cell crafting. Dude, oh my god. That is the worst. Like, check this shit out. Anything that is in a single block chemical reactor makes me want to pull my hair out. I don't know why they don't just have like 4 fluid slots in single block chem reactors and just change all of the recipes to full fluid. That would like literally fix the early game for me, probably. Would love to do a run with high fantasy theme endgame base, but I haven't gotten to Stargate yet. it might take a while. Yeah. Stargate has taken us many, many hours. Just updated to experimental 13, and I kept thinking about what's the point of playing GTNH without wireless hubs? Yeah. Yeah. It's very sad that that did not make it into stable 2.8. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong actually about that, but I think I heard from reputable sources that that wasn't coming to the game, which is yeah. What about the fluid discretizer? I actually do like the fluid discretizer, and it's because it gives you a interesting level of control over your AE system in ways that you couldn't do without it. And I know it is the consequence of a poorly made like infrastructure for fluid crafting, but as a consequence, it adds some really interesting features like universal crafting, which would not be possible without fluid packets and discretizers. So, I don't know. It's definitely a double-edged sword for sure. I've never built anything in Minecraft, but I think I have some ideas. It delayed my entire plat line to make multis to avoid cells. Exactly. Like, exactly. 10 months to get Stargate on a server I played on. Yeah, that's where we're at about right now. Pretty much band for band. Um, pretty much. We started in about August, and we're pretty much encroaching. I don't know my months, chat. Yeah, we're almost a year, almost a full year, chat. I love Tuj. Tuj and I are homies. Hamcorp is big. Also, I love Penguin. Penguin's chill. He made Waterline, and he's just like a very, very grounded person. I really I do appreciate his insight and his Waterline was polarizing to me at the beginning. I actually really didn't like it at the beginning, but the more I learned about it and the more I kind of experimented with it on my own, I actually grew to really, really enjoy it. And I do respect Penguin like a lot. I think he's a fantastic developer and a cool person. The clips of Greg is very cool. I agree. I wish I had like the manpower of like a server of like-minded builders to do something like that, but unfortunately, I only have myself, and that could be changed easily because you guys in my community are wonderful, and we could do like a joint server. There is someone who came to me who does server hosting that wanted to partner. They're from HypeServe, and currently they partner with Potato to like provide him servers, and yeah, I mean they offered to provide me like a free of charge server if I partnered with them, and I was thinking of setting up a 9 community server, honestly, which would be pretty fucking fun, honestly. I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Our goal was to get it before 2025, which we did. You know, I'm still gonna get the pre 2.8 gate, I think. Unless they like throw a crazy upset and decide that now is when they're gonna release, like they're just gonna randomly release 2.8. I think I might get that pre 2.8 gate. I saw his video on grade 7 water. It's simple and elegant, and I love it. Are we talking about Tude? Because yeah, that was pretty much the same solution I had. I am very curious to see what solution he employs for tier 8 water. That's going to be very, very interesting. I don't know if he is comfortable enough with the tools that I used personally to execute the strategy that I used on tier 8 water. But I'm very curious to see what he does. All I know about servers is that Rain in the GTNH server does offer a good deal. Yeah, I think he shills the servers really hard, right? He's like me with videos. How can I tell you? Take me to the bridge. I'm super down for server. IDK will have time to manage that. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'll find some type of community manager or something. All right, we're getting closer to my final build of this. Like, I think I'm satisfied with this for now. I do want to move on to this portal area, which is, this is really gonna vex me, I think. Um, One thing I can do off the bat is I do want to add these like floating pillars all around. So maybe I can design this one to the best of my ability and then just work it from there. I feel like circular here would be really interesting, but I'm not sure. The original release date has passed, I think. I'm going to try and host a little community server. That sounds lovely. Hosting servers is easy. It's keeping them organized and drama-free is the hard part in my experience. If you'd like to help, note clip. All right, let me think about this. What do I want out of this? You know, another thing that I've been playing a lot recently is Warframe, but I don't know if I can stream that. Like, unless I restarted from the beginning, I feel like it would just be odd to stream that. The original date was June 26th for 2.8, yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, I do have the server host. I'm talking about, like, the politics of people. Planning on doing that with some friends. I need to upgrade a new laptop and add some RAM to it. Like 10 gigs max is all you need. Okay, I'm gonna use this to start the spire. And I want to do a lot of like maybe like glowy details on this. And then we can do like a circular or octagonal like strut that comes out from like here. And this is 1, 2, ooh, I don't know how to calculate this correctly. Ah, we just fucking eyeball it, chat. We just fucking eyeball it. For my love. It was for my love. You don't sabia. You don't sabia. This song is so fucking funny to me. Laiwo Vicky. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, close enough for me. Running New Horizons on 5 to 6. Damn! Actually, you know what? You can do that for early game. I think late game kind of suffers unless you have more RAM. But early game is totally fine like that. It is very optimized. Honestly, it runs better than vanilla in a lot of cases. I was building a PC for Minecraft server hosting. Damn. Ruby is stacked apparently. What the hell? Okay, I think that's not really what I want. It's getting there. It's getting there. Dude, I'm starting to sweat. The summers where I live are no joke, and the ventilation in this room is not good, and my PC is so fucking, it expels so much heat for no reason whatsoever. Thread ripper gang. My God, English. Getting bungee cord to work for different servers to work on the same up and having a hub. Oh, like Hypixel and those other big servers. I've never. That always like amazed me how that was implemented. That's supposed to be IP, not UP. I have no clue. Oh, let's also work on this inside corner with this maybe. Ah. Okay, I think we either make this circular or add some type of, I think we do both. We both add circularity and add some type of like lighting feature in the middle that this like focuses on, and I think then we're golden. I really like this detail right here. It was like really weird to implement, but it was an accident actually at first that I didn't mean to do, but I actually really love in practice how it looks. So I'm gonna try to do something similar here and see if that works. Let's see, 1, 2, 1.5. Okay. 1, 2, 1/2, 1, 2, 1/2. I think we're gonna be able to do it again, unless I'm sorely mistaken. And then what do we do here? I think it's like that. Yeah! Look at that. It's like a little gear notch. Like, look how cool that is. I think we need to turn shaders back on because seeing this corp, yeah, there we go. I actually really like that. I'm gonna see if I can work that into this as well. Okay, that's the center. Do this, this. I think that's it. That's all I needed to do. But I don't think that's circular anymore, actually, now that I think about it. Because this doesn't seem to focus. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. Let me catch up with chat real quick, sorry. Well, that was an anticlimactic game 5. We're still talking about League over here. How would I do the reverse of this? Genuinely vexing concept. I don't know if it's possible now that I think about this, because this is like the outside edge. Let me think about this. Like maybe. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, do that, that, and then hit it with the. It looks a little funky, doesn't it? Looks a little funky, chat. That kind of works though. Hello, Shigetsu. How's it going? My camping went really well. Yeah, there's some really cool pics from it. I guess I could show you guys at some point. I have like a little 9 IRL section in my Discord now. I show off all the stuff that I do in real life. I had a fantastic climbing sesh with friends. It was wonderful. How about yourself? How are you doing, Shigetsu? Okay, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Flip Y here. I think I like this. So we need to do something, like I'm thinking like particle gen, something a little funky here. This still seems a little heavy-handed on the outside. Maybe I move this in by one block on each side, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So what I'll do is copy from one block up, and then edit transform, copy B, Y3, then mark the paste here, then mark the paste here again, and flip Y, and then if I do this in one fell swoop, should fix it. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Perfect. Okay, let me catch up with chat, sorry. I'm getting super into my building. 3090X, we're doing a lot of computer talk. Some Pi. That's really good. Camping goes hard with friends. I'm doing fine. Grinding all the mods 9 at this point. All the mods, I feel like I should give it a try at some point. It would be a travesty not to, right? 128 gigabyte RAM, 7 terabytes of SSDs. What the helly? I actually don't think I have anything crafting the background. Okay, the Stargate ring blocks came through, so I can get rid of that. Um, yeah, I mean, at this point, I just need to craft all the chevrons, the chevron upgrades. And all we're doing is we just miss 47 million universium, and then after that we're golden, right? Oh my gosh. So weird. You know what? There are some things we can do. I'm gonna take a break from building, and we're gonna work on some actual Greg stuff. I ended up getting that rig for about $2,000. Holy schmoly. Me and Note nerding up in here. That's fire. I like that. Playing all the mods is just like playing GTNH with debug power chance. Moin, Necker. How's it going, my friend? A mere 47 million. Dude, after I think I've made several billion, maybe like up to 2 billion universium. And at this point, Zoo, the only way to get more is just wait on this silly Eye of Harmony. It makes 2,000 liters per second, and I use a small fraction of that to make magneto-hydrodynamically constrained star matter. We could do some calculations here. So, wait a minute. In order to make this, we need universium nanites, which each nanite costs a block, several ingots, yada yada. Let's bring this all together and then multiply. So 1.179 million liters takes 1.3. So it's like a little over 1-to-1 for universium to magnetohydrodynamically. And then let's see about the antimatter stuff. Let's see how much that is taking. Is the Ross run still happening, by the way? I actually have no clue. And I do wish I knew. I would love to do it still. I think that would be really fun, like transition thing, but don't know if that is still persisting. Okay, who is that? Okay, how the fuck am I supposed to know how much this consumes? What? Molten MHDACSM. This is equal protomatter. Yeah. Okay, I need to consult the spreadsheet real quick, chat. Oh my god, that is bright. Oh my god, display capture, please. Don't do this to me. I'm getting flash banged. Okay, almost done. Magnetic GCM 159 per second. Okay. Whew. Hello, relax. It's Dax. How you doing, my friend? Oh. I'm currently wait. Someone is running on low sleep. Oh, Necker. I'm currently running on Y to less sleep. Real. Doing good. How are you? I'm doing well, my friend. How are you? And thank you so much, Necker, with the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Okay. I totally forgot the number. 159 magneto-hydrodynamically constrained star material per second per SAS. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 159. Dude, I cannot remember anything right now. Equals 159 times 5 per second equals 795 divided by 1.1 times 1.3, which should give me like average universium divided by 1.1 times 1.3. That is that right, chat? Yeah, because it should be a little bit higher than the number I had before. Which, yeah, that checks out. Only on Game Boy. Oh my gosh, we're getting nerdy. Had to leave due to outage, making the antimatter clause. I see. No, we have all of them. I'm doing a calculation to see how much universium we'll be getting over time and how much to subtract. So this is 939 universium per second, right? Wow, that's actually a very decent amount that I was not aware we were taking out of our universium production. We're like so positive on power. I wonder if I should turn off some of my sasses to like just quickly generate the universium. But either way, we now have a more concrete number we can lean on. 2,358.12 equals this 939 equals 2,358 minus 939. 1419 per second. Times 60 is 85K per minute. Per hour, we are making about 5 million. Is that what that is? Yeah, so every hour we make 5 million universium positive, even while we're generating power using universium. And we only need so much to finish, right? It was like 39 million, so that's about 8 hours of waiting, and then we're done. $47 million. Okay, a little more than I anticipated. And do we need regular chevrons or anything else? No, it's just the upgrades, chat. Okay, we're like narrowing it down to nothing. Let me grab some of the random stuff we need in here. I think it might be worthwhile for us to craft these mining drones, which I haven't crafted yet. So let's go try that. Unless I already have. Oh, no, I have not. Okay, let's do it. I was telling Finn we should set up a giant claw machine and attach one to the chain. The claw! I like that idea. What are you guys talking about? What game are you guys currently talking about? I'm gonna pause this. Let's see, what do we want to listen to? Chrono Trigger Secret of the Forest. Rain version. Oh, that's loud. Excuse me, chat. This is just the vibe right now. Mega Man Battle. What the helly? That's some niche shit right there. What? That's crazy. What's the goal for the stream? Relax, it's Dax. So Dax, what we're doing, we're pretty much, I crafted some Stargate parts and we're pretty much like 100% ready. By the time we get the rest of this universium, which should be in like about 8 hours or so, to finish 2 Stargates. But I am trying to put some touches on this world because I'm going to open it to world download, as per popular request, semi-popular request. And I want to make it as beautiful as possible, right? That's my goal. So we're just going through and doing a couple of small things to make sure that everything is as beautiful as can be, but also just touching some of the Stargate stuff that we need to finish up to make the next stream super easy. But yeah, that's basically it. Okay, there's our last drone data. We need how many of these? Okay, we need 2 per Stargate base, so we need 4 of these. I guess we just multiply this. UXV 60 seconds. I don't need, nah, maybe we don't multiply. Eternity drill tip. Okay. Is that early game? Yes. Yeah, this is early game. No, this is not early game at all. This is the end of the game. I have spent 2,000 hours to get here, Dax. We have been doing this for a long time. I picked up the ambient collection. That's awesome. The world looks awesome. Your vids, I'd love to explore it. I need to make sure that they're like the version because we're on 9.12, which is a very specific version. So I need to like make sure to include the 963 download. But yes, okay, how many chunks are chunk loaded is a really good question. So we have 3,888 claimed and loaded chunks. And you can just see like pretty much everything in this area is claimed and chunk loaded. Anything that has any like machines or AE2 in it. I even chunk loaded some of this stuff, which is really funny. I wonder, is this used for anything other than the quest? A little bit of space mining if I wanted some cheese ore really bad. 3,890. So I have like 10 claimed chunks that are just not loaded. Yeah, I'm local hosting this server off of my machine, which is actually a really effective way to use multiple cores, which Minecraft is really bad at historically. So I would recommend this to everyone. Okay, we're going on that. I don't think there's much more that I wanted to accomplish today. I think I'm fairly happy, honestly. No, like the machine that I'm currently playing the game on is hosting the server. Um, yeah, that's the thick and thin of it. It is essentially a single player world at this point. Yes, in like concept, yeah. But it benefits from a couple of things because I am doing this. Like chunks load super quick, and yeah, a couple of other things are super helpful with this. But I would recommend that other people adopt this practice anyway, because it is really good for performance as a whole. Oh man, I just, like a sudden wave of incredible tiredness just hit me. I gotta do this though. Oh no, I gotta go around. The server gets to make calculations instead of the client. Exactly. Ruby's got it on point. My game is ran on a dedicated a dedicated server on its network. That's another good way to do it, honestly. And if I had another machine to like do that on, I would probably do that. But I don't. I am not a computer nerd, and I do not have expendable money because I am a Twitch streamer and I am unemployed. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. But your subs have gone a long way, especially um, like the 24-hour stream was so huge for me because I don't even think I would be able to complete this endgame nearly as comfortably without the piece like the CPU that I bought because of this. So your subs and tips and all of your love has been like instrumental in this playthrough. I do want to say that it is going to a very it has helped me a lot, and I want people to know that. But that's all. Do you lag when you hover your wand on the ground? I think we're just built different, actually. Check that shit out. Holy shit. We're actually just built different. I do this for every mod pack I play since Ultimods 9. The benefit is also so that you can just start the server without needing the game open all the time. Exactly. Exactly. That is a huge benefit that I did not even cover. Yes. I wish I knew that about Nomi Factory, because that would have been helpful. I love how in vanilla something like that would brick your rendering. Yeah. Dude, this game is just optimized as shit. I don't know. Let's grab this door here. And then I think we can turn off the sextant. That is a really ugly turn, but I'm just not gonna think about it too hard, chat, and everything is gonna be okay. My pack loads really quick. Maybe I just have like an SSD non-skill issue. I think my SSD. Sorry, that was really rude. I could not help myself there. My SSD kind of carries, but it does take me a good like 2 to 5 minutes to load in, to be fair. In before 9 is up all night fixing it due to OCD. Yeah, low key. Low key. Don't tell me about it. We do need to make like a building over here, and I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think I just make a big square for now and just call it a day. I think that's like definitely the safest mode of action here. Just like a big fake corpo building that I can just put down. Oh shit, wrong. What's the unbreakable wand recipe? In the normal pack, it's just nether star and sticks. Yeah, sure, I can show you that. It is some like bullshit, I think. Oh yeah, unstable induced large plates. Unstable parts will denature after 10 seconds. So this is basically like either make a automation for this or use AE2 type beat, which I think is really funny. Hello Vimas, how's it going, my friend? Can finally watch one of your streams. You know what? What time is it? 102? I think I'm gonna lock in, get some buildings down. You know what? Let's stick it out for a while. Why not? How's everyone doing tonight? How are you, Vimas? All right, I need to consult the height chart that I have in my Discord. Notes. 51 is the next Y value. So we need to go down to. Where do I want to? Maybe we'll go like 3 chunks into here. Why are you in the middle of nowhere? What did I do wrong here? Oh gosh. I see the gorge with shaders on, chat. Do you see that ominous blur in the distance? Last time I did this, I think it overheated my computer and my frames dropped on stream. I have exams and your times are insane for me because of school. But tomorrow I have a free day so I can go to sleep late. That's lovely. I am afraid that my next and last stream on the grid will be this Friday, I think, or Saturday, depending on how I feel. Um, I do want to make like a whole day out of it and like make it a thing. Maybe we do both these chunks, actually. Oh, Vimas, are you asking me why? It's because we have Stargate soon. We are like literally one stream away from making Stargate. I do not lie to you. We have pretty much everything. Check this out. All we need to do is wait for a couple more Stargate chevrons, and then we're fucking golden, bro. We're so golden. Let me think about this. I should have half of these. 488. We should be able to make at least 61. Yeah, fuck it. Let's chuck that in. Another game idea 9 could be Cubic Odyssey. I'm not sure I've ever heard of that. And then this is the in block. Please do not forget to record. I want to see. Oh, speaking of, okay, we are recording VOD. Yes, of course, I will record that, and I'm gonna use that content to hopefully like make a video and all that. Yes, and Vimas already. So there will not be a stream tomorrow unless I do variety of some kind. But yeah, we're just gonna wait till whatever day comes upon us. I think I know exactly what we did wrong with this. I need to do renaming on these dumb things. Oh. Oh no, we gotta find the 4 places that I think actually it might be cardinal direction based. Nope. Okay, we found one. Is there something to be transferred in here? No. Huh, interesting. It's weird that the fluid cell goes, but the item cell does not. Okay, we grabbed that recipe. That's good. 1 of 4. Okay, the song is repeating. I need to change to something new. Let's see, what do we got? Relaxing Animal Crossing music and rain sounds. This could be good, chat. This could be good. Remember when you were making Godforge? Dude, I do remember that. It's been so long. I think I'm cursed to never find... Oh, there we go. There's 2. As I say it. Anyone got any good movies? I feel like every night I finish streaming, I romanticize going to sleep to a movie, and then I end up just scrolling my phone and going to bed. Anyone have any good movies? I was thinking Pirates of the Caribbean would be fun to like catch up on. It's been so long since I've watched those movies. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let's go fix this pattern real quick. Mickey 17 is good. I've been thinking about that movie. I actually really love Robert Pattinson. I think he's an interesting little creature of a dude. I think he's really funny. But I really wanted to watch Mickey 17 because he seems like he's really breaking the mold of what like a lot of actors fall into habits and patterns, I feel like. I think Robert Pattinson has gone out of his way to take weird ass roles, and I think it's really interesting, honestly. Okay, AL1. Al2, Al3. Then we need to make patterns to make each of these. So we do Al1, Al2, oh gosh. Al3, pop those in. 1, 2, 3. The final piece of this puzzle is to fix the patterns with Al1, Al2, and assembly line 3. So none of those stack anymore, and we're golden. Ooh, Fifth Element. That's a good one. I feel like I've seen that before, but it's been a while since I've like thought about that movie. You see Robert Patterson die like 4 times. Fire. 10 out of 10. Ship it. You know what? I haven't seen Blade Runner, the original, in a while, and actually me and my friend were thinking about watching that. But I think so. I think I'll save that one for me and my friend specifically. But big. Patterson is the new Nicolas Cage. Only time will tell. Isn't Nicolas Cage like super like one-dimensional in his roles though? I feel like he's just always this weird fucking odd dude that speaks in the same voice for no matter what role he takes. That was the problem I had with Dune 2 is because the Emperor, the whatever actor plays the Emperor, does not sound like he's playing the Emperor. It just sounds like his normal voice, which is a very strange voice. Good night, Ruby. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for nerding out and chat with us. I appreciate you. I hope you get some restful sleep, my friend. Oh man, I think I'm gonna need some restful sleep soon. OG Jurassic Park. I never grew up with that movie, so it doesn't like draw me in as much, I feel like. But that is definitely a good, like a, definitely a good movie, for sure. Christopher Walken. Yep. Interstellar is a good one. I haven't watched that in a while, and it is a fantastic movie. Oh, fuck me. Let's see if I did it right or wrong. Um, yep, that's the in block. I don't know if you guys can tell, chat, but I am super tired. But I do want to like power through and get some of these buildings done. Because I don't want to do this off stream, and I don't want to do this next stream either. You know what I'm saying? Because next stream will be Stargate stream. What are you doing? Silly Corp doesn't know that it's updated. Christopher Nolan is such an interesting character. The banging scenes in Oppenheimer were really needed. Oh no, that's crazy. I love how every interview with Christopher Nolan is just like, Cillian Murphy is the most attractive man alive. And that's it. That's the entire interview. It's just Christopher Nolan glazing Cillian Murphy. It's valid though. It is valid though. Cillian Murphy is a cutie. It is known. Okay, let me think about this. This is the in block. Just copy all of this and we're gonna be good. And then I paste it here. Reset transform. Twitch is working so bad for me and I don't know why. I'm so sorry, my friend. It might be some bitrate issues because have shaders on and I'm doing some funky stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I think in my own time I'm gonna put little like diagonal things on that to make it look a little more correct. I guess we could go in here and add some windows or something. I'll do that on my own time too. I think I'm happy with our progress today. Maybe I'll add like another building out to some direction. Maybe like another building here wouldn't be bad. Even just some big like blank building that just takes up space would be nice. I guess I could put an outline down. I keep doing this to myself. I guess I could put an outline down. I guess I could give it a try. The new building is gonna hold nothing. Gonna have lunch. Have a great day or night, everyone. Thank you for popping in, Zoo. I appreciate you. And have a fantastic lunch, my friend. At this point, nothing I make means anything. It's all just a facade. All of the obligations I have to this game are fulfilled. There are no more buildings to be made. No more anything to be done. It's a fucking gigantic outline. I wonder if this is overkill or not. My cat is complaining I am not asleep yet. You can tuck yourself in and keep stream on in the background or something. Or yeah, thank you for popping in tonight, Noteclip. I appreciate you. And Godspeed to you and your cat. Get some wonderful sleep. I'm sure you need it. Alright, I am going to trifle with this over this week before we hit Friday. And I actually think we're good to go. I think we did what we set out to do, which was make some good progress on our pre-Stargate base. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for coming here today and spending your time hanging out with me and everyone else. I appreciate that, and I always will. As I move on to new games, I know I will lose some of you, but I appreciate you guys for being here while it lasted. And Next stream, you will see me. Put it on your calendar, everyone. We're gonna do Friday, which is today's like Wednesday. So it'll be Friday slash Saturday. So I guess it'll be how many days, chat? Wednesday, Tuesday. It'll be like in 3 or 4 days. And put it on your calendars. I'll make a little announcement in my Discord. We're gonna get the Stargate. We're gonna do the thing, finish the game once and for all, and that is that. Thank you for joining me tonight. Let's go find somebody to raid. Who's playing tonight, chat? Evan Gill is playing. Drakester Bacon, who I've not seen in a very, very long time. I think this is a GOG player here. Let's hit up Drakester Bacon. Actually. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So, you know the drill. Be kind to yourself and others, and do the best that you can. And yeah, I think that'll be enough. Join my Discord, dude. Join my Discord. It's somewhere out there. And you can see my IRL pics, which are pretty fucking fire from the New River Gorge. And yeah, that's it. Peace, everybody. Much love.